Okay, those are the facts from the state of the county. Now, here's my opinion on this. I live in Multnomah County. The picture the chair paints is pretty rosy. It sounds like we have some challenges, but by gosh, we're getting over them. It made me actually wonder if me and the chair are living in the same county, because it doesn't sound like it. But I think the state of the county is a mess, in my opinion. From drugs to mental illness to homelessness. I see the same issues that you do, and just like many of you, I don't think the county is doing nearly enough to solve those problems. I wanted to hear specifics today. Instead, what we got were generalities, which tells me little is going to change. The chair says there are structural issues that need to be fixed, but that it will be hard because they are decades in the making. Maybe, but some structural problems would be easy to fix if the chair wanted to. Let's start at the top. There's been a lot of reporting recently about how the county chair can decide what items are put on the county board's agenda. Vega Pederson says that rule was there before she got elected, but she has not changed it. If Jessica Vega Pederson disagrees with something, as she has, she can keep it from even getting a discussion by keeping it completely off that agenda. That effectively silences the other 4 commissioners if the chair doesn't like their idea. That's not very collaborative. The chair did that to Commissioner Sharon Myron earlier this year when Dr. Myron wanted to talk about slow ambulance response times in the county. Some pretty sharp lawyers are now pointing out that the chair rule violates the older and more important county charter that says that any commissioner can put any matter they want on the agenda for the board to talk about. So in my opinion, if the county chair wants to be a strong leader and practice collaboration, she should have announced at the start of her speech today that she's dropping that controlling rule. And from that moment on, any commissioner can put any topic on the county agenda. But she did not do that. Instead, she insisted the county is making great strides in fighting other problems. Okay, but the public trust in this government to take effective action is wavering, in my opinion, if not already broken. One way to shore up that trust is to let people know you understand the problem. You see the same mess that they do on our streets and in our neighborhoods. Because if you can't see the reality of where we are, it's almost impossible to cast a vision for where we're going. One way to do that is with specifics. The speech today held mostly platitudes, though. The chair said things like, "To decades of federal disinvestment in housing, we provide a growing network of shelters, transitional supports, and affordable housing. And every day we're adding more." What does that mean? Why can't the chair back up that with numbers? Tell us how many more shelter beds there are, how many more transitional supports, how many more affordable housing units there are than just last year or maybe even 10 years ago. I got to tell you, I want to be optimistic about where Multnomah County is going, but it's getting harder to feel that way. I had hoped for new, big, bold ideas and specific measurable action plans. Instead, I heard about a plan for homelessness that we've told you about before, and very little else. In my opinion, the state of Multnomah County is a mess, and this speech made it hard for me to see how any of that is going to change. That's my opinion anyway. You don't have to agree with me, but you should communicate with me. Let me know what you think, will you? Email us. The address is thestory@kgw.com, or call and leave a voicemail. The number is 503-226-5090. I look forward to hearing from you.